I have Super Mario Richard Ficini on right now. He's here from Detroit, and he's picked up a bunch of clients pretty quickly.
Let's take our first success story, Super Mario.
I just interviewed him last week.
And you like him,
He's
don't
a
you?
fine young man.
Exactly.
He is.
So I'm here with the awesome John Asraf.
Where?
Hey,
Hello, my name is Tim Yao. I'm from Yaozio. I do search engine optimization. I came to Mario's event talking about multiplication by subtraction, talking great tips on time management, and I got so much out of it. I got all kinds of good ideas, not just about time management, but about marketing and different things that I could do for my businesses.
Hey everybody, I'm photography, and I took on this weekend. He's an amazing guy, super helpful, brilliant, intelligent, and he just is warm and fuzzy, really wonderful, easy to talk to. So definitely check him out, and check out his photo, because he gave him his business card, and seriously, he looks like a big baller on his business card. I told him that he looks like, he doesn't just own a casino, but he may own Vegas, so... Great guy. Check him out. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Lori Tenson. I am the published author of Taking My Hands Out of My Pocket. 4 months ago, less than 4 months ago, I started this journey, and I went from having an idea and a possibility to actually getting my book published in 14 weeks. And I'm so thankful to Mario and IWD Now Marketing for walking with me on this journey. They've been phenomenal, and I really appreciate the support that I received. And just everything has been phenomenal. And I thank them very much. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, IWD Now Marketing.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Mario Ficini Show. I'll be your host, Mario Ficini, and tonight we're going to talk about Facebook Live because that's what I'm using and that's what I've spoke about for going on 6 years now, ever since video marketing for business owners. Facebook Live came out in 2016 and it's like all the rage, it's the hot new thing, but the principles are still the same. But the question is, how are you profiting from it? How are you using it? What are the best ways to use it? So we're going to go get into that, and got notifications coming up all over the place if you have any questions. But first, how do I sound? How do I look? Is this all coming through? Best I can tell, all the systems are a go. Both screens are working. The audio sounds good and everything. If you can hear me, great. Give me a heart. If you can't hear me, give me the little shocker face that looks like Scream, and he's like, that thing. But I put out a post a few hours ago, and I said, what is your number one question with Facebook Live? And I got stuff on email, I got stuff on text, messenger, comments, all kinds of different places. So I wanted to share some of that with you and just celebrate Facebook Live. It's hard to believe Easter is next week, and my very first Facebook Live was Easter 2016. Now, prior to that, we had different technologies like Periscope and Meerkat, and prior to those, you could always just grab a video camera and do this stuff. And it's funny because now Facebook serves up the memories to me from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and it would be a video clip I would shoot. Hey, it's a great day. Make it a great day, because if you don't, it's going to be a bad day. You know, stuff like that. And then you would just post it. Now, look what we got now. We can do stuff like this and go, and if you want to see something really cool, I found out about 10, 15 minutes ago when I was prepping for this, which I will open up later, or maybe I'll open it now. Who knows? We just kind of come at you here. So there's this new thing I went to add to the agenda because I had a very successful call last time when I said, all right, if you have any questions, call in. I turned the show into a call in, and I went to add the phone number, and now look. All right, if you have any questions, pick up the phone and call this number. It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon. It spins. Didn't do that before. It used to be static, but now there's a new feature, and if you want to call in, we'll open up the lines. We'll get your questions answered because that's what we're here for. So I'm going to turn that off. But it's just amazing how easy. Oh, and this is new too. A little button here that says live. Apparently I'm live, as if I didn't know. But the thing is, how are you using it? You can have all the trickery in the world. You can have the cool graphics and go, oh, look at this, look at that. But the question is, what is the content you're bringing? So first question, what is your business and who do you help? That's the first and foremost, because no matter if it's video, if it's a book, if it's a audio CD, if it's in-person training, if it's a webinar, it does not matter. Who are you serving and how do you serve them? That's the most important thing. So let me know in the comments below. I'm going to grab some water. Let me know who you are, who you serve, and what your business is. Now we're going to do a little bit more. That's good stuff. So the first thing is, who are you serving? What are their needs? How do you help them? And for the most part, since you're a business owner, and that's who I speak to, entrepreneurs, CEOs, successful business owners, you're really looking to help them, whether you own a local business, a national business, you're a speaker, author, consultant, service provider. The thing is, they have a problem, you have a solution. How well are you articulating it? Once you know who your market is, you can refine your messaging. That's the articulation part. So one of the companies I'm excited to talk to Thursday at 4 that asked us for some help is a solar company. So since they're on my mind, we'll use them as an example this week. They help people save money on the electricity by installing the solar panels. You could argue, what do? We sell solar panels. No, you take it one step deeper. You're helping the customer save on the electricity from the power company by getting the free energy. What are the benefits to that? You want a headline, a subheadline, calls, benefits, and then a call to action. Would you like to save money from the energy company? Yes. Here's how we can do it, and it won't cost you a dime. Okay, now you got them intrigued. Here's the benefits. If they have a power outage, it doesn't matter because we can store the energy in an energy bank. Over 6.5 years, you're going to have this pay for itself. That's cool. You can, in a third benefit, you can even sell the energy back to the power company. So you can even make money with it. I'm not a solar panel expert, but I listen when I'm being told stuff, and those are very good benefits. The call to action would be, if you'd like to set up a free estimate, a free appointment, learn more, click here or download now. You want to structure the videos the same way. So I always start off with something relatable, and if you were looking at an advertisement, you could see that and it would work. It's no different on video. And it's also no different on Facebook Live. This is just a different medium. The premise is the same. It's never going to change. It's been this way for like 100 years. And I've told people back in 2012, they go, why did you rename your company? I go, because I'm tired of keep changing the name. When we have holograms in 10 years from now, it's all marketing. It's all advertising. It's all promotional. So whether it's Facebook Live, if it's standard video marketing for business owners. Why doesn't it say Facebook Live? Because I wrote it 6 years ago and Facebook Live wasn't out. And 4 or 5 years from now, when we have holograms, you could say holograms for business owners. But guess what? It's still video. So, what is your message? What is your market? Are you speaking to them? Now, since this is about Facebook Live, this is one of many, 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 many different mediums. Webinars, email, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, social, in person. Those are just a few. It does not matter what you're doing. Once you refine the market and you refine the message, the fun part is now you can put all this stuff all over the place. It's one of the easiest things and frankly, one of the funnest things to do. But if you don't know your market and you don't have the messaging drilled in, you're going to sound like everyone else and no one wants that. And that's why I'm here to help you. So let me know. I'm going to give you another opportunity. Let me know below what business you're in. Who do you help? I'm going to have more water. And I'm going to look at some comments here because they're coming in. How's it going, Jen? Good to have you. Check, check, check. And here is one from Dean. Let's load this up right here. This was a good one. Hold on. What did RJ do? Another thing, if you're doing live video and you have the opportunity to get multiple monitors, highly suggest it. Because even with multiple ones, you can have a lot of data on the screen, like sifting through 3 different accounts looking for all the comments so you don't miss them. And inevitably, after the fact, there's always another one that comes through. So you just keep recycling them and reusing them. Notifications, cool. Where's his comment, though? It was about using Facebook Live on your phone versus the desktop. And it's a great question. It's a very, probably one of the most common questions I get, whether I'm doing a Facebook Live training or speaking to an audience like I'm doing next week. People have preconceived ideas, if you were to say, preconceived ideas, preconceived notions that, here's the deal, tech is tech. When Facebook Live first came out, it was only available on the phone. And then it rolled out, and then it was available on certain pages, but not other ones. And then it rolled out to the desktop, and then you could hook up a webcam, and then there was other things that rolled out. And it's always changing. But what happens is you have the tipping point. When critical mass hits 10%, it takes a little bit of time, early adopters, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once it hits 10% market penetration, then it really explodes. Well, at the time, it was only available on phones. So even to this day, people still think Facebook Live is just something for your phone, like it's an app or something. And that's not the case. Fundamentally, all it is the ability to go live from your phone. You can do it on Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Facebook Live is independent to Facebook. Going live or doing a live cast, pretty much all the platforms do it now. The reason it's so popular on Facebook is merely because most people have invested the most time, energy, and money to building a big Facebook audience. I know I have the most people on Facebook, then I'd say LinkedIn is second, and then Instagram, and then Twitter. Some people have the biggest on Twitter. The others, it depends on the thing. They all have their own pros and cons, and wherever your audience is at, that's absolutely where you should be talking. But Facebook is just so massive, that's why it gets the popularity. It's also pretty easy to do. You used to have to use the Pages Manager app. Now it looks like you can do it all natively, which is pretty sweet. And it's no harder than, instead of just typing out a post or taking a picture and posting the picture, you just go live, enter. And especially with 4G networks on all the major carriers now, it's not overly hard to do. I mean, even a few years ago, the biggest thing wasn't that there wasn't demand for it, wasn't that people didn't want to share it. It was the technology. Streaming video live on the fly from your pocket device, it used to cost $10,000 a second to broadcast stuff. The average person wouldn't want to pay that. And now you just need a strong signal. If you plan on doing anything serious with it, if you want to do an actual show like this and put on a production from your desktop and has soft boxes and lights and different things, I highly, 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 highly recommend getting as fast of an internet connection as you can, because I have not had to think about it in over 2 years. Actually, I've never had to worry about the internet connection, because whether it's Facebook posting, downloading data, backing stuff up to Carbonite, you don't want a weak connection. Same thing with your phone. If you're trying to do this on Wi-Fi, the connectivity may be an issue. If you don't care about Wi-Fi and you have Verizon's 4G LTE network, you just do it and it's not really a concern. And I wanted to make a point of that because I've only been with Verizon. I've never had anyone else. They are the best. And it's never been an issue for me. But some people come up and say, well, I've tried streaming and the internet was not working. And I was thinking, you know, it's not 1992. What the heck kind of internet were you using? Because I'm thinking desktop from an office or home, and they were referring to Wi-Fi. Even from home, they were using the Wi-Fi, and I was like, well, what's your connection speed? And it was slow to begin with, and then they had a poor Wi-Fi setup. Always hardwire if you can, if that's what you're going to do. If you're doing it on the fly, make sure you're on Verizon, because there's absolutely no issues with it. This is not a paid endorsement either, just throwing that out there. However, I am available for a few spots if Verizon does want to call me. So the question here with, can Facebook Live be used for business pages? Oh, we're going to do something cool here. So share desktop screen. And then I put screen 1 into the sharing area. Where did it go? Oh, and then I put this to broadcast. This is sweet. This is really sweet. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to kill this one because you.
All right, it's Mike Koenigs, and I have Super Mario Rich.
Okay, and then we're going to take. This is what I should be doing. And now the second screen. Drop that down. Here we go. So now I can get questions over there. I can actually have 3 things on here. And so I have this. So here's the thing. If you want to do screen shares, or if you want to show stuff on the screen, you can't do it as a solo production. You set it up as a talk show, and you can have live video feeds or screens or whatever. So it's pretty cool. So instead of just reading this off to you, I can show it to you by going, you know what? Do we want to keep me on the screen or just show the data? Let's do show. Hide my name. And we'll do split. Here we go. Nah, I don't like that one. Too small. Yeah, what's up? So you can see over here on the other monitor, what's your number one Facebook? What's your number one question about using Facebook Live for business? Dean says, can Facebook Live be used for business pages? I only see where it's an option for my personal page. Great question. And the answer is yes, you may be able to see that a little bit. And further down, it says, truth be told, if I could talk businesses into it more, if I could talk business a bit more on that page, I would. It's a great question. And I appreciate you for asking that, Dean, because the answer is you absolutely can do Facebook Live on your business page. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it, because Facebook Live on the go is pretty awesome. However, We're going to take another water break. Who wants to tell me the one reason why you shouldn't go live in a business capacity on your personal page? I forgot to put my watch on again. Let's go with this one. Had the music ready to go. Had all the water ready to go. Okay, so we got to do the 30-second shot clock. Okay, so what's the number one reason you don't want to use your personal page to go live? Ten seconds. What's the number one reason you don't want to use Facebook personal to do business stuff? And time's up. If you're still typing and you're writing and you said you don't have access to your business statistics and analytics, you'd be right. Now, I'm sure some of you were typing that down. I only have a certain amount of time, so I got to keep going. But the reason is Facebook business pages have analytics. Facebook personal does not. Facebook personal does not. The pro to Facebook personal for video marketing is you can do it from a phone on the fly, and it's super simple to do. Instead of typing out a post or adding an image, all you do is click Facebook Live and say what you're going to say on there. You don't need lights. You don't need to do this. You don't sure as heck don't need that. You literally just grab the phone. Hey, what's going on? I'm talking to you now. And it's as simple as that, and I love doing it. But if you're doing it in a business capacity, there are many, many, many reasons why you don't want to do it natively through your personal page. You can do it through your business page and share it, because the stats will still be attached to this video. But if you're doing them personal, and I switched everything over last year. I knew about it, but here's the thing you're going to face. Facebook personal has been around way longer than Facebook business. So if you're like me and have thousands and thousands of people on your personal page and less on your business page, start promoting your business page more now, because you get access to the stats, you get access to the ads, you can repost stuff. There's a lot of extra features and benefits to you that help you and make your life easier. And unfortunately, if you have 2 years and 2,100 videos on a personal page, I'm wondering if you could even export them and then re-import them. It would only pull the stats from today forward. You couldn't take the data from 3 years ago. So, like the old adage says, what's the best time to plant a tree? The first best time is 30 years ago. The second best time is today. So if you're using Facebook Live for business on your personal page, transition it now, because they will probably keep limiting what we can do on a personal page and giving us more what we can do on a business page. Why is that? Because if they keep us happy, we keep paying for ads. If we keep paying for ads, we keep them the #1 social network on the planet. And they are walking a fine line because they want to give us more data to sincerely serve people, not just collect our data to use against us. It's all volunteer, folks. If you think they have too much info on you, stop putting it out there. They're not doing anything they shouldn't. You're volunteering it. The benefit from a business standpoint is if you're looking for new customers, the solar company, let's say they work out of California. If they only serve the California market, let's say LA and San Diego, are they going to advertise in San Francisco? No. Are they going to advertise in Houston, Texas? No. How about Connecticut and Maine? No. How about Alaska? 6 months of no light. Would that be a good market? No. But the other 6 months it would be. Because all it is light. But here's the thing. If you don't have that data, you can't serve them. You're talking to the wrong market. And it doesn't work out. You can't talk to 10,000 people if only 150 of them are your market. And then you just waste that advertising dollars. So you want those stats. You want that insight. You know, let's, got to keep this one up here. And if I go over here to the page and then click the insights on the video and it shows that I'm live now, this little button, it says pages, inbox, notifications, and the insights are up on the top. It's the coolest thing in the world because it will show me all the data from all the videos that were ever on the page. And Facebook Live, I can show you, you know what, let's just show you. Go over here. Let's do the dual screen. Can you see it? You know what? I'll do it the full screen. These are my actual stats. And if you look right up here, this is live, real time. Facebook Live, how to profit from your expertise today. You'll see the type is video, the targeting is public, and it's reached 108 people and engagement has been 7. And that's both with reactions and post clicks. And if you look at what's your number one question and then Facebook Live, the other posts are photo and then a link. Look at the reach difference. 108 versus 18, 108 versus 27. This one actually was pretty good. There was a status and it reached 71 in engagement. The reason that one reached more is because people started interacting with it. But if you look at any of the numbers on here, reach 108, 116, 125. You don't even need to know the numbers. Just look at the bars. Which ones glow or grow the longest? Type, video, photo. Oh, that was a family one with the Easter bunny. Status, video. Maximizing profits. Guess what? Another live cast, 305. Video. See the engagement? Video is always the highest. So there's no way I would have known that if it wasn't going through the business page. And I know some of the videos were very engaging, the ones I was doing last year. I could count the comments. I have trackers on here to see how many people showed up, but there was no stats. And I was like, I want to get the stats. Because you can take this and tomorrow say, put it out at 9 in the morning, put it out at noon, put it out at 3, and it keeps building and building and building. So how are you using Facebook Live? Are you sharing your expertise with it? Are you sharing how you can actually help people? Are you using all of this to your advantage? You know, you can also take this after it's done and boost the post and run some ads to it to promote something. Can't do that on the personal page. So if there's one thing you take away, Facebook Live is just a medium and a method to getting your message out to your market. Start doing it on your business page. If all you want to do is start with your phone, that's cool. All you have to do is go to your page first and then post. Again, why most people do it natively to their personal pages, because the second you click on Facebook, that's what comes up first. If you go to your business page and then go to type a message, it works just as easy, and it doesn't even look like you need the Pages Manager app anymore, which is really cool. If I'm wrong and they switched it by the time you hear this, all you need to do is get the Pages Manager app, and you for sure can do it through there, and you will get access to more data. So who are you serving? How are you serving them? And what are the number one questions your customers have that you can serve them with and help them overcome? You know, if there's someone else out there that sees this and goes, I never knew you could go live on your business page, I would love nothing more than for you a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, go, hey, I just did 10 videos and got some new clients. And, you know, I've been doing a weekly show now, and that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. That would be sweet. Please let me know if that's the case, because some of these simple tweaks, you know, you don't need a revolutionary change everything. Sometimes it's just going, I'd really like to do this. And you don't think it's possible. And all you got to do is find a way where it is possible. So I have to run in a few minutes. I'm going to take some questions if you have them. We're going to put the shiny number on here just because I'm going to get more water. So we're going to do the 60-second shot clock. If you want to call in, you can call the Super Mario Ficini Show hotline, whatever you want to call it. Clearly, I'm here because you can see me. This is not video animation or 3D special effects. And I'm excited to be getting my new books. They are on their way and they're arriving tomorrow. So that's also what prompted me to do this, because Video Marketing for Business Owners 2018 has changed since this one from 2015. And it's everything I'm sharing with you now. Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Periscope for Twitter. Someone said LinkedIn has something. I got to confirm that. I think I tried to check it out. If they do it, I don't think it's as easy as these others, but I know for sure Twitter, you can go live through Periscope. Instagram for sure has the live function. Facebook, I just don't get Snapchat. It seems it's counterintuitive to everything I teach. If you're going to do something, do it right once and leverage it for the next 10 years. This video I can use as a replay. I'll probably use it a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, because the content will still be relevant. Taking the time to do it right and then having it disappear within a day and having to, this automatically saves for me and lets me know when it's done. The other one, I have to intentionally download and save and do some other stuff. I get that it's quicker and it's more immediate, but it has its purpose. It's really good if you're having an event. Absolutely get a geo filter and put a hashtag and get it trending and get people sharing it. But as far as an everyday resource, do these other 15 things first, then throw that in the mix if you ask me, because these are leverageable. That is just time consuming, and I don't know anyone hitting it out of the park and only doing that. It may be an add-on. They're doing all these other things. And I know someone's going to go, but I saw so-and-so talking about how great it is. Yeah, if you look at their business model, revenue model, and their back end, everything's in place. They're not starting off. So here we go. 1 bottle of water. That's all the time we got for today. So have a great evening. Let me know your questions, and I look forward to answering them on the next show. Have a blessed day and evening. Talk to you later.